This is part two of a three-part series covering a first listen and analysis of the concept album Animals by Pink Floyd. Hope you guys enjoy. Okay, here we go. Straight on from the last track. I don't know how they're going to manage to keep this level of musicianship and concept alive, but this is Pigs, three different ones. Interesting. I love how they use those animal noises in the last track and in this one. This has a hypnotic feel to it, especially those the organs in the back. I think they are like a spiral. Great groove again. Bassline and guitar closely linked. Love the effect on his voice. Ooh. Oh, I like this groove, dude. Funky. Okay, it's really interesting how theme seems to come in cycles in terms of their music, where like whenever they cover like people who are supposedly, or a theme that's supposedly about the overreaching of the wealthy class, like in Money, for example, or on Dark Side of the Moon, they use like expensive sounding instrumentation and they manipulate their song in a way that makes it sound like you're in a swank kind of hotel or casino, right? And the same thing is happening here, where it seems like the pigs in this story, I think on the surface level, I thought pigs would maybe be the police, but it doesn't seem like that, right? It seems like it's almost like people who are in power is what I'm getting, because of the way he's saying that you put on a charade, you're nearly a laugh, but you're really a cry, right? The idea of putting on a face. And we had the same sort of conniving front that was put on by the dogs in the last track as well. So interesting. The themes seem to be ever present, even within different albums, which is really, really cool. I'll back this up a little bit. Love that groove, dude. Woo! Guitar over the top. right? Again, with the vocal effect, it's really cool that and interesting, I think, the way that they make the effects fit the theme of the track. Once again, right? The coldness of who he's talking about. He even just says it. You radiate a cold shaft of broken glass, and then you check out the effect on the voice. It sounds, inhuman, metallic, robotic in a sense, right? And that's the delivery is really fitting with that theme. Brilliant done. There's also so much stuff in the instrumental, like in terms of layering, right? Some of the guitars layered right on the top of it, and they'd have like little organ parts or little keyboard parts that come out through the top layers. It's interesting how their mix is built like this, where you can feel the layers of the track with the bass all the way down below. You like the feel of steel, your hot stuff with a hat pin, a good feel with a handgun. There. See that? The foreground and background effects. Guitar big in the foreground. The shrieks in the background. How eerie does that sound? I love how the harmonica almost mimics the snorting of the pig. Right? Even the guitar. The guitar almost sounds like the snort of a pig. Almost sounds like the squeal of a pig. I'm pretty sure that's a harmonica, right? It's a harmonica that they've added this wicked effect on it, and it's mimicking, it's in between the lines. What is, again, I think it's cool that even if it is a pig sound of it, it's the idea of it being metallic and cold and robotic, right? These people are inhumane. They're abusing their powers. They put on charades, a charade, I should say. Hypnotic. Ah, the guitar work, dude. I love the pockets that Gilmore, I believe it's Gilmore, right, who usually plays the guitars, even the rhythm part. The pockets he chooses to use when he's picking, right? It makes it really funky. It's almost rhythmic in a sense. I don't know how he does it. He can delay it often and come in a little bit later than you almost expect, but it works. He managed to make it work, and it gives it that funky kind of feel to it. Love the groove. Right? He's like delaying it. This has got to be one of their coolest sounds. Coolest tracks. We're soaring with Gilmore. Wow. Oh my word. Shredding. Oh my god. The epic nature of these songs, man. 11-minute opuses. 17 minutes. Wow. Okay, I'm going to pause it there. Sheeps will be on the next one. I just want to speak about that track we just heard, right? Firstly, really quick, here's a little bit of my pet peeves. One of my pet peeves in rock music is that they do that fade away just as the guitar solo is like reaching the height of its powers. We've built up to this moment and we got a lot of it, right? We got an awesome good 2 minutes or minute of a guitar solo, but I really do hate it when they fade out. It's like, dude, I want to hear what's going on. That sounds amazing. Like, play that loud. And I know it's for the effect of it, right? The idea of it fading away into the distance, it adds something to it, in a cinematic way, like a movie's fade out would be. But I want to hear it, man. It's a Gilmore solo, dude. But regardless of that, that was an epic track. Another epic track. It seems like some of the lyrics are actually directed at people, because he said, "Hey, you White House." I'm guessing White House was a politician at the time. Again, this is going off the assumption that pigs are about politicians. This is what I'm thinking it's about. And then he says, Mary. What time was this released? 79. I don't think Margaret Thatcher was in power. Margaret Thatcher. What is her period from? Prime Minister 79 to 90. So, okay. I don't believe it's, as I was saying, I don't believe it's directed at Margaret Thatcher. Maybe Mary someone else. But I definitely think they're talking about certain people, right? Mary here. And I just love the idea of this theme, right? It flipped it for me. I thought they were going to be talking about police officers. But it's more so the idea of like a fat pig who can't get enough of power. That's the kind of idea that I have in my mind. Keep on digging. Pig stain on your fat chin. They're getting big off other people's misfortunes, essentially. But I think it's really interesting the way, again, they let the music tell the story, right? And I think it's one of their coolest tracks, and it had a cold feeling to it, a real coldness to the track. But I kind of wonder about if a band like Pink Floyd could even exist nowadays, because imagine like a 2022 version of Pink Floyd was alive. Would people have the attention spans to listen to this? Because it demands your attention, it commands your attention too, right? It's like, would this work? Would their hypnosis skills be able to grab people and keep them in for 11 minutes long? I really do wonder. Maybe because they are transcendent musicians, it would still work in today's world. And I don't know, maybe we are kind of yearning for a Pink Floyd like band, but that's neither here nor there. Great track, man. Loved it. Again, love the themes too. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. That will be the final part. We're going to be covering sheep and pigs in the wing.